Hey guys, how's it going? It's Sam. So as you guys know, I've been collecting photo cards since Twice debuted and all the way back when Story Begins up until now. And I've been using the official binders because they do release, these 3-ring binders every now and then. There's a bunch of them now, but as you can tell from here, this one is falling apart and actually these the 3-ring binder sleeves aren't the best for photo cards since they let air and dust go in. So I'm actually transitioning all of my photo cards from these official binders. I know, even though it's official, transitioning them into these zip binders. These are side loading, so they're better for the cards, and also you can zip it closed, so it's a little better for the stability as well of the physical binder itself. So we're gonna go ahead and move all of these. But since I have so many photo card sets and each set kind of has its own story, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a series where I actually move the cards over. I know it's gonna be kind of boring, just a video of me doing that, but I will also be talking about each set. So if you guys are new to collecting or you just wanna hear more about my experiences or facts about the photo cards themselves, you can watch this video or this video series. I'll be doing that one set at a time. So these videos will be pretty long, but I think they'll be pretty interesting, at least to collectors like me. So with that said, let's go ahead and start with the process. So first set, debut, Story Begins. There's actually a couple different photo card versions or photo cards in this set, but first we have the debut outfit, MV outfit. There's actually a Taiwanese version as well, which is the square corners. I do have the full set, but since it's the same picture, I'm only putting the Korean version in my photo card collection. But yeah, I remember when these first came out back in 2015, Twice only had, this is their only, regular photo card set. And I kind of wished they had more photo cards. Now there's thousands, so a little bit of be careful what you wish for, but also there's so many beautiful card sets that I'm not at all regretful. I love all the photo card sets. So yeah, this is the first one, and kind of very nostalgic. These are all first print. They printed newer versions, I heard, but I believe they're flimsier. That's what I've heard. I don't know. I've never opened a new print Story Begins album. Okay, next up we have these baby versions. I'm gonna go reverse order since I took the cards out already. But yeah, there's baby versions. I don't know who this person is behind Chaeyoung, but they get to be featured in a Twice photo card. It's kind of funny. I'm sure companies had the members pull up random photographs that they had in their family collection. But this is the only time I think Twice has done baby version photo cards. And yeah, you see these are side loading. And then also another celebrity featured in Jungyeon's card. Jungyeon's sister, Sungyeon. She's an actress, and yeah, she has her own photo card with Jungyeon. And actually, there are 2 sets of these baby cards, and I believe you get 1 baby card, 1 member card, and a group card per album. Jungyeon's picture here isn't quite baby. She's obviously teenager still, but compare that to the Naya picture next to her. Quite a big difference in this Momo picture. Featuring Mickey Mouse. And they actually featured a lot of baby pictures during their When We Were Kids stage at the recent Ready to Be concert tour. I'm sure you guys remember seeing that either live in person or in a fan cam video. So, you know, definitely got some throwback still. And I think this Sana picture was used, maybe slightly different, but if you recall, a very similar picture being used. And that's it for the Korean version. I do sort the group cards in a different photocard album. I don't put them in the same with the members because organization would be a little difficult. But yeah, these are the Korean album solo member cards for Story Begins. Next, we have the Thai version. So back in the day, Twice released Thai versions of their albums. They came a little bit after. You know, they released them kind of like monograph timing, like a month or two after the album's released. And these are the Thai versions. These are quite rare now. And I think in the Thai version of the album, you only get photocard, like one photocard. Yeah, these are square shaped. They're a little bit, you know, on the flimsier side in terms of cardstock quality, thickness. Okay, and that's it for like Ooh Ah era. Next up, we have Cheer Up. I don't know why I started with this, but in my collection, I started with the lenticular cards. So these are thicker, bigger cards, right? Lenticular. And actually, I think all the Cheer Up cards were a little on the bigger side. This MV, iconic. The song is what, you know, really Twice's breakout song, even though it's just their second song, first comeback. One of the biggest songs of that year. Actually, back in Korea, there was an event where if you had all the lenticulars, you could go. I actually did go to Korea for Cheer Up promotions, for I mentioned, for like while I was living in Korea. But during Cheer Up, I visited Korea after moving back to the US. And I attended some fan signs for Cheer Up and some music shows, but there was a lenticular event that started after I left, after I went back to the US for my trip to start law school, and did not get to go to the lenticular event, but it's pretty cool. All you needed was every lenticular, I believe, and I was bummed out. I remember that I couldn't go because I think it was like the day after my flight or something, something like super bumming, a super bummer for me. Yeah, lenticular. These are tight fit, so struggle a little bit taking them out. Yeah, not sure why I have these first, but I'm gonna keep consistent. And then we have the jacket version. I think the quality of this video should be good enough where I don't have to like show you guys like this close every time, right? You just see, don't want to like, this is going to be long, but I don't want to make it too long. Just loading and unloading cards. But yeah, album cards aren't too expensive. I think you can still get these now for a couple bucks each, even though they're old. I think they did reprint most of the older albums. Again, these are all cards that I pulled, actually. I don't think I traded back in the day. I just bought a lot of albums for fan signs. I didn't even do group orders yet back when this came out. All right, next set, more Cheer Up. We have the flower version, I like to call it. Not sure if that's what it's actually called. Totally white background. Might have been better if they added something in the back, but I guess highlights the members' faces more. And love this outfit. I think compared to the jacket, I do like the green or the mint outfits a little better. They're more iconic. Although the jacket is pretty too. Yeah, I love the side loading here. Right. And then next up, we have the Thailand version. I don't know why Thailand's is a 4-cut, but it is for the Thailand version of page 2. I did an unboxing. This is like one of my first mass unboxing videos. By mass, I think I did like, I don't know, like 20 of these on my channel. Okay, this is the era where I started doing more YouTube content. And that's it for the page 2 album. But we have, these are one of the most expensive sets nowadays. The Superstar JYP Nation Cheer Up set from the first event. I didn't go, again, I just started law school, or was just about to start law school, so couldn't go back to Korea. But a friend of mine went and he gave me his set, because I couldn't go, which I don't know if he regrets now. We don't talk about it, or it hasn't ever come up, but the set is now worth like so much, but it's not like I'm gonna sell it, so you know. There's that. These are acrylic cards, and they are really rare. I think people are selling them for like upwards of $500 per card, so like almost a $5,000 set. There's 100 in the world. One set for every participant at the live event. I believe it's for the first top 100 point scorers. Okay, next up we have Strike Zone. So Twice used to be the models for Strike Zone, one of their first CFs. It's a like batting cage company. They have like little batting arcades all around Korea. I don't know if they still do, but yeah, you get these cards for like paying to participate in like a batting cage session. I believe you get like one random one, and I believe Mina was the rarest one, but I have one, so it was quite hard to get. I don't know why. There are some members who are sometimes rare. It's not the same members. I'll talk about it when we get to another card soon. But yeah, Strike Zone. Now, yeah, you're kind of probably surprised, but we're already on the next album. This is the first pre-order set Twice ever had, which was Twice Coaster Lane 1. Pre-order. Yeah, I think I might still have a couple pre-order sets for this. It'll be in my store link if it is. If I do have it. I might re-sleeve these. They're peeking out a little bit. I have bigger sleeves, but I won't do that in the video because re-sleeving takes a while, but yeah. If I do, you'll see it in the next update. And I do updates once a year, so this is kind of a cheat code or cheat loophole doing this video because it's kind of like an update, but it's gonna be broken up into a bunch of different videos. I usually only do video updates for the photo collection once a year because it's just too much, but yeah. Then, so these are the selfie cards. You get one per album. And they did reprint Twice Coaster Lane 1, so these aren't, you know, super rare. I did a group order one day recently, or a couple years ago when they did a first reprint, I think. And yeah, there are articles online saying this is like a super rare photo card. It's really not. You can get these when you buy the album, so don't pay a lot for these. They're not that rare. The PSA. Right, the odds of getting album cards are all the same, so don't be fooled. And you also get the holographic card, one per album. This is like my favorite like hairstyle and 9 for official promos at least. So her recent hair, I'm also a big fan of. But of course, you know, members, they can do any hairstyle because, you know, they look good regardless. I just wanted to point that out in case you guys are wondering. Yeah, they're all doing the TT pose. This might be it though for TT, the regular album. And I don't know how many of you guys are new onces or OG onces, or you know, when you joined the fandom, but after Twice Coaster Lane 1, Twice released the Christmas version. So we have Christmas version photo cards. These are quite rare. I don't believe they ever reprinted this album. So I don't have any extras of these, but I was able to get a full set. I think I bought, there's a video still somewhere on my channel when my friends visited, or I was in Korea going for, you know, I went for promos or something. I don't know why I was in Korea, maybe for work. But my friends visited me. They didn't come to Korea with me. I was already in Korea. And then we went and bought a bunch of these albums. So that was kind of random, but I was able to get all the cards. These are the regular selfie cards. There's also these cards that come with a sleeve on the inside as well. So there's 2 sleeves. This is double sleeved. So there's kind of a black border on the inside. But these were very interesting. The little plastic sleeve on the inside, that is. It's really, really pretty. And based on the hair, I guess they like shot the Christmas version around the same time as the regular version, right? But the release was definitely different. TT was released around like October, and then this, you know, obviously December for Christmas. I don't know how many of you guys will watch this video because it's gonna be super long, but I'm having a lot of fun just talking about all these photo cards and sets. Because usually, you know, I do, even though I have so many, I do look at my photo cards every now and then. So this is the Twiceland, the opening photo card sets. There's multiple of them, so I'll show you guys as, you know, we put them in. But I did go to this concert. Maybe that's why I was in Korea. But I think this was in like February or something. One of my first videos that actually did really well was when I did the unboxing of like all of the concert merch. I remember I was in Korea at that point and the video blew up and I was like, whoa, okay, maybe this is a thing I could do, you know, as more of a hobby, upload more Twice videos. I do remember though, I had to like crash at a friend's place in Korea during that concert. Twice's first concert. Very nostalgic since they're on their 5th quote unquote world tour, which is, I don't know what else I'll rant about this, but interesting that they call it the 5th world tour. Because if you count by concert series, then this Twice and the opening would be their first world tour. But there was only one stop and it was Korea. So yeah. I've actually been to every Korean concert. Okay, next up. This is Twice Coaster Lane 2 pre-order. So we're already on the Knock Knock era. So for this one, there was 2 photo card sets. I'm not sure if I have any extras of these. I used to, but I might have sold them all now, but it wouldn't hurt to check my list. I'll probably link it. Probably link it for you guys below in the description. Stuff I have for sale. It is totally like their concert outfit, right? But it was used as a pre-order set for High School Lane 2. Again, these photo cards, a little bit too big for these sleeves. I might change them out, but for now, just to show you guys, I'll keep them in. Okay, and then we have Ice Coaster Lane 2 photo cards. It's been so long, I don't remember if you're guaranteed a purple version if you buy the purple version of the album, or if it's just random. I want to say it's actually completely random which one you get, but I could be wrong. It's been many years. But I remember this is the first time, like, well, it wasn't really the first time they had like a lot of different photo cards. So I take that back. But maybe it was because you do get a random 2 or random 1. But I felt like it was the first time there was something different. Oh, and this card sleeve is not centered. I love the yellow border for this. These photo cards. Ooh. These cards are a little too small for these sleeves. I'll show you guys the next card is interesting. And for some reason I don't have them in sleeves. So I'm gonna probably sleeve these later after the fact. I don't want to take too much time on this video. I'll reorganize later, I guess. But the next cards we have aren't actually photo cards. There's these things, I call them like knock cards. It's like post them on like a door for some reason, right? Like with instructions. So then when you like look through your like hole in your door, you can see the members knocking. It's a very silly concept, but they fit. Once folded up, they fit like photo cards, so I put them in like photo cards. Some people might not agree with me, but they're cute. The cards are cute, so they fit, kind of. Very tight, but they fit. Okay, next one. These are also among the rarest cards out there. The Lotte Duty Free wish cards. So for 6 of these 9, you get them by going to the Lotte department store and just requesting a free card. You get 2 copies. You get this copy to keep and 1 copy that has a hole in it to tie onto the tree. Most people who like photo cards kept both. So, but the more collectible one, in my opinion, is the one without the hole, because there's just no hole. Holes are kind of annoying on photo cards. So, yeah. 3 of them are more rare. 3 of them you can only get from the Lotte family concert, I believe. and those are worth a lot more. But they're all rare now because you can't get them anymore. And yeah, the members that you can get by just asking for a free card: Nyan, Momo, Gio, Nina, Taeyeon, and Chaeyoung. And then the members that are only from the concert were Jungyeon, Sana, and Jui. So those are more rare. And actually, if you know the free card that you ask for, they give you a random card. So when I went, I got a 2 p.m. member. I think I got Nikun. So that's the only time that I went. So I did not get a Twice member. I still have those cards, but yeah, these are what we're looking for. And these ones are like, they're going for upwards of $500, I think. So for some of them, but the rest, you know, you get for like $100, I think. Still pretty expensive, but you know, yeah. Next we have School Looks. Twice was a model for School Looks. These are like Korean school uniform brands. I'm not exactly sure how this works in Korea, but I believe, you know, uniforms you have to buy, and you can buy them from several different stores, and School Looks is just one of the stores. I don't know if they're advertising for the school to pick their uniforms, or they're advertising for the parents to buy the uniforms. Again, I don't live in Korea, didn't go to school in Korea, so not sure how the system works, but made for great photo cards. So yeah, not sure what the color coding was for, because it's not really consistent, but there's that. And then there's also a different version of the School Looks, which is the like school ID version. I like this one better because it's more consistent. It's not like chaotic colors like that last version. Interesting spelling though. For Jungyeon, they wrote J-U-N-G. They're J-E-O-N-G. This is like Twice's first ID photo kind of cards. Let me know, you guys, what your thoughts are on these photo cards, what your favorites are, which ones you have, which ones you want, you know, things like that. Would love to know your opinions, because I'm just talking to myself here. And this is the first video of this series, so as I record more, I want to know what you guys like, what you guys don't like. This is the Thailand version of the Twice Coaster Lane 1. I believe this is like backstage from their Thailand concert, I think. Oh no, that hasn't happened yet. Just kidding. This is probably just backstage from some like red carpet event. But yeah, later we'll have like Thailand concerts and stuff. But now we have, this is the monograph. Twice Coaster Lane 1 monograph. There was a page 2 monograph, but did not come with photo cards. Fun fact. Yeah, I didn't do any prior research to doing this video. This is just what I can remember off the top of my head, which my photo card knowledge is a little bit excessive, I feel. Maybe I could memorize more things if I didn't remember this much about photo cards. But all in good fun, you know. One of my favorite hobbies, collecting these photo cards. Next up, I already know what's coming, because I can see it, of course, but we have Signal pre-order. Again, the pre-order cards are a little bit too big for these sleeves, so I might re-sleeve. Don't worry, it'll be the last time I'll say that. But yeah. The filter on these photographs, I don't know. This was some sort of phase. Exposure is really high. Not the biggest fan of how these photographs were shot, or like, not shot because they're selfies, but like filtered. Those are very washed out. But yeah, I don't know, they're still cute, and it's a rare photo card set, so yeah. I do have some extras for sale. I'm not trying to, like, you know, hate on the set. It's a rare set, or rarer than most Photocard sets are pre-orders these days. Here are the actual album cards. You know, Nyan's red hair, pretty iconic. I know I'm gonna say that word a lot, but it is. Yeah, the pink border on these Photocards really blends in with the sleeves here, but trust me guys, it's a pink border, right? It's a very good blend with the sleeve. And I believe there were 3 different regular Photocards, and then you get a special Photocard as well. Not sure my logic in originally, you know, ordering these, how to put these in order, but yeah, we have the pink version, now we have the blue version of the Photocards, selfie cards. Probably a really long video, so I'm like, oh, that's not that many left. I did most of the binder already. Next up, we have the Signal Pose. This was the hardest one, I think. One of the Signal Pose cards were really hard to find for me when I was in Korea. So again, I did go to Korea for Signal as well. And I did trade for cards for one of the first times because they released so many Photocards, it was really hard for me to get all of them. And a kind once traded me the last card I was missing, I remember, at a music show. And back then, I did work in Korea while going to law school. So I worked, you know, during breaks and vacations. And I had once candy back when candy jelly was still a thing. So that was fun. But now, with membership, no more candy jelly. Okay. And then here are these special cards. You get one of these guaranteed per album. The other photo cards you get like 1 or 2, and just 1. So, but these were also included. I'm not the biggest fan of horizontal photo cards just because they don't really fit well in binders, right? They're sideways in these binders. Okay, and then, so for Cheer Up and for TT, Twice did postcards for broadcast shows like Countdown or Music Bank, but for Signal, they released photo cards for the first time. These are all really expensive now. I mean, like probably 50 to 100 each minimum. Some of them that are rare cost more, but yeah. I did go to Signal broadcasts, but you only get 1 card per music show. And I did go to all of the ones that I could, which was pretty much all of them actually. And I did not collect nearly all of them. So I had to buy some, had to trade for some. Or I didn't trade for any of them because I didn't have any trade fodder that was worth it. So I had to buy a lot of these for a law student. That was a lot of money. I'm not sure how I came up with so much money back then without a job or without a full-time job. I was working at Korea. Well, actually it's full-time, without a high-paying job. It was not very high-paying, but they did pay for my flights and provided housing, so don't regret it. But yeah, I guess I spent all my work money on photo cards back then. Okay, and there was 3 different sets actually, 3 different sets of broadcast cards. I'll point out some of the more pricey cards. So for all these were, you know, the standard. I mean, they were expensive, but it's not like over 100. Towards the end, they started giving away Oh, see, this is one of the rare ones. This Mina card. It's like 200 for this card. Towards the end, they started giving away less of each card, so it was more expensive. This Jungin card, also rare. Also this Momo card. The trifecta here, they're like 200 each. And then on the last day of the Signal broadcast, I believe it was M Countdown, they gave us 2 cards each. So that was nice. I don't remember which cards I pulled, but I do remember they gave us 2 cards each that day, and I was pretty happy. So yeah, between these 3 sets, probably like $3,000. Okay, not trying to like flex or brag, just telling you guys facts. So you know, if you're interested in getting into collecting, you know what to expect. That's it for Signal. Next we have Touchdown in Japan, and they did reprint these cards, but I have the original, so I don't think you can tell the difference, but I know in my heart. These are the originals. Ordered a bunch of the albums to get all versions of the photo cards, and member cards are pretty hard to get. I know up until recently, member cards in Japan are really hard to get. And even then, they've been, you know, flip-flopping between, you know, during Kura, they made it easier to get, and they changed it again. So who knows? But limited A versions came with ID cards, so that's what this is. This first like horizontal ID card, photo cards. Catch on in Japan back in 2017. We have 2 pages left. Okay. This video is not as long as I thought it would be, but still pretty long. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, what you guys want for these videos. If you want them to be shorter, if this is a good length. I won't make them longer because I don't want to do that, but definitely could go faster if you guys want. Even less talking, but I think, you know, some people might want me to explain about the cards. Okay, here we have, these are the photo card set cards. So you get, when you buy, you know, event items in Japan, there's always a photo card set. It's Polaroid style like this. You get 10 cards, 1 for each member, and then a group card. But again, I don't put group cards together with member cards. I'll put them in a separate binder. So you'll see that at some point. Yeah, these are all always Polaroid style for Japan photo card set. Okay. And then we have, it's gonna be the last page. Nature Collection, another one of Twice's early CFs, early ads. This you had to buy like a powder, you know, skincare powder to get a random card. It comes in the box. So I bought a bunch of these powders, gave them out in my law school. So I'm sure a lot of my law school friends appreciated that. Now we have members doing their solo CFs for different skincare and makeup companies, but they started out first doing Nature Collection. There's a song too, if you guys didn't know. And then the last photo card set for this binder is Twiceland. This is Twiceland in Thailand. So I guess they did have a Thailand at the opening in Thailand. So it wasn't the only stop. I mentioned only stop before. Was this the encore? This would be the encore. Twiceland. This is Twiceland. No, I think this is the opening. All right. And then that is it for binder 1. So these hold 360 cards, I believe. And there's a couple more from the original binder, so I'll have to leak over to the second binder. But yeah, once again, let me know what you guys think of this video. If you want more, if you want less, or shorter videos. But yeah, I love how these look in the new binder. Much more stable, safe. But let me know your thoughts. What's your favorite set? I think my favorite set has to be the Signal, 3 sets here, or the Lotte, just because they're rare. It took me a lot of pain and sweat to get full collections, but it's experience based, not really photo based. So I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Leave a comment down below if you're interested in telling your story about photo card collecting or any of these sets or any of these cards. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.